One more person as we have Upper Moons playing Defy. Again, it's round 4 of the loser bracket. For Defy, we'll have Solitude and I think Shivs, and I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that rest of that, so Dajaba. And then for Upper Moons, we have Amur, Moscow Mule, Slay, and Necro. Opening attack they'll deal with is a Charger, Boomer, Smoker, and a Hunter. Charger's going to spawn from the top of the sign. Actually, the Hunter's going to go in the front. The Charger will miss. The Charger will land, but after the Hunter gets skeeted, pull forward for a little bit of damage. And that'll be that. So the Charger misses original target, does land, so they'll be 1-for-1 for Chargers, even though it wasn't the original target Defy was looking for. They managed to take 7% off the bonus. And now they're going to push forward, coming up on 30% of the way through the map. And now it's the usual where the second hit is by this bridge. Even in regular Dark Carnival, this is where the attack usually takes place, as there's a Hunter pre-spawn up. The top is going to go in right away. Hunter's going to come from behind. Jockey shortly after. The Hunter will eventually get skeeted. The Jockey is unable to latch onto anything following a 3-boom. And then the Spitter dies at the end. So that will be a quad attack for a choke point coming up in the, I say the hotel area. Actually, no, the tank's going to spawn first before that. I don't even know they're going to get the opportunity to go for the quad. Let's see. Chargers first up. No, there's not. All right, this will be the first tank of the game for Defy. As Upper Moons is retreating back towards the safe room area, they're going to send spawns in right now. Pull onto Rochelle. Hunter is trying to intercept but gets skeeted. Charger's going to take the pull target and not get a slam, but will get the 10 damage for it. The Jiba, if I said that right, is the tank. He is chasing Upper Moons back towards the safe room area. He is still first pass. 100% frustration. He will have the opportunity to try to get both of his cars in play, as his frustration has just gone down to 1 tick. The car is unfavorable. That's going to be out of play, so he's only going to have 1 car to chase the survivors with. Spawns are already up. Boomer's going to get 1. Hunter and Jockey are the other 2 spawns as he brings his car in. They're going to hold those 2 cappers. He's first pass, 50% frustration. Car is not in the best of spots, and I think he can go for at least 1 more try on it. Alright, he'll get it over there. So he'll lose first pass, and he might, I don't even know if he'll get the chance to get it over there. It has to go perfectly for him right here. As he second pass, 80% frustration and dropping quickly. He only gets to play with it 1 or 2 more times. Actually, that's good. But they're doing everything they can to LOS him, not giving him any sight. He's 20%. Alright, 1 survivor retreated back to the safe room. He's going to actually get a chance to use this. He's 15%. Okay, this is going to be it. He gets it in. He's down to 5,400 HP. This is going to be the win. He has a survivor split right here. Spawns are going. Charger's already up. He can't use his car anymore. The Charger will miss. The Jockey will land. A pound separation will do some damage as he punches Survivor right to where the Hunter was. It gets cleared immediately. Oh, the cannibal actually hits Nick. Oh, it's unfortunate for Necro. He goes down. We're going to be able to get him up because there's no SI to delay the pickup. The tank is down to 2k HP. They get 1 in cap. They're going to push forward most likely here. They know the tank's weak, but I think they might think it's weaker than what it is. It's still 2,200 HP, and right now they have a Jockey, Smoker, and a Boomer to try to impede the survivors' run forward. I think the tank's misplaying on the car, but maybe it might work out for him. And no, it's out of play, but a 1 boom does land. Boomer gets popped. Smoker is trailing the survivors as the tank is trying to catch up, and the survivors are just going to go. And this way, if they kill the tank up here, they're not going to have to run forward as far as taking a tank in the safe room area. And they are just going. They're not even waiting at all. Now they're not going to be able to hit right on the choke point up here. Barring the tank gets some crazy in caps. This might actually be AI as well. 30%, 20. Hunter, Smoker, Jockey. Hunter, Smoker, and Charger, actually, no Jockey. Alright, this is going to be the commit for the tank. Smoker's going to get pulled forward. Tank is already down to 1k HP. Support needs to go. Hunter does land. The Charger misses. A rock will land onto Coach, and that will be it. And the Charger dies last, so they will not have a Charger. They'll have Boomer, Spitter, Jockey, and And I do believe Smoker for this choke point. That's unfortunate. Reloading. This choke point right here, they can get a reset. There is the car alarm that the tank did not bring into play, which was smart.
Don't shoot that car.
Jockey's the first pawn up. Spitters will be next. Boomer will be next. And following should be the Smoker very shortly. And they have already gone through it. They do not have the attack to do good damage on it. They're going to send the Spitter first, which means they're going to get another one. The Jockey dies second, so they're going to get that one. But they do get the reset pull back. Look at Hunter, Charger, Spitter, and Jockey for the next hit. As Ellis needs to retrace his steps, basically gets the spawns back to 10 seconds. Furthest one away, that is. Hunter's going to actually spawn, try to make some noise. Actually, they get the car alarm to go off, and the Charger and Hunter go in alone. I mean, they got the car alarm to go off, but the Charger stayed with the Hunter. I think they could have made something happen. As the Jockey lands onto Nick, as he hovers in the air, and then the Charger does die. Now the Spitter is alone. They managed to get the bonus down to 390. But the SI right now for Defy is a little out of sync. Not quite coordinated like they want to, but it's actually doing some damage.
Reloading.
As a Smoker, Spitter, Hunter, and a Boomer. This may be the final attack that they get. All the commas are trickling from behind at this point. Survivors will slow down to try to clean this up before they take the final kill.
Reloading here.
They'll have a car alarm, and then the safe room would be there. See what they can get for this 389 bonus. So far, Upper Moons have been a good job on shutting down some Hunters and Chargers. Not very many landing. They try to get a pull forward. It does land. So does the Hunter. The spit was a little late, but they're going to get some decent damage out of it. They get about 40 off the bonus. I think it's 45, actually. A little bit more going down. Oh, FF. And they actually got to pop a set of pills. So actually, that attack managed to take 70 points off the bonus. They walk in the safe room right now. And they're in. So Upper Moons will make map 1 safe room with a decent bonus of 316. Since distance is 400, they'll get a 716 point bonus after map 1. And again, this is a loser bracket of the Luo-Shen Invitational tournament, so whichever team loses, they will go home. Alright, fast ready-ups are awesome, as Defy will now have their turn to go Survivor. They have to beat 316 to keep it to take the lead. Anything less will either be a tie or lower. They'll be going second as Survivor as they want this if they fail to do so. Boomer Charger coming from the top of the billboard. Other spawns are further in the front. Hunter's going to probably try for a wall kick. They don't see the Hunter lands, Smoker lands. The Charger goes from a mile away, so the Hunter and the Smoker land simultaneously. The Boomer will follow. Charger comes from a mile away, doesn't get it. And even though Defy ate a 2 boom, at the current moment, they have taken the first attack better by having 5% more bonus. So far, Upper Moons is 0 for 1 on their Chargers. Keep that noted to see how many more fail or either land going in the future of this chapter. Or rather the match in general. As Hunter looks like he's going to come from below, Charger from the side, Spitter possibly from the left side of the bridge, and a Jockey from the other. So right now Upper Moons are doing a good job on separating their SI coming from different places.
Reloading.
Looks like they're going to try for something simple like a wall kick spit. Coach is a newsie, so it'd be relatively easy for him to pull it off. Actually, they send the rocket charge off. The Charger will land. The Hunter lands. The Jockey lands. It's a rolling tri-cap. The spit barely lands onto Rochelle, but the damage is already done. They managed to take the bonus down to 81% HB. Of course, the DB and pills are still intact, but that's a very respectable second hit as they bring all the survivors under 5 punches. They're all still currently floating in the 4 punch range. I don't think they'll be able to get him below that unless they can scavenge one more hit before. Nope, they're gonna get tank spawn before they have full SI. Boomer's gonna spawn. He's not. He is actually able to get one. And Moscow Mule was the boomer and the tank, and he lands a charge forward, and the pounce covers. This is going to be a lot of damage going out onto Defy right now, as 2 slams go out onto Nick, and right now there's a tank coming in. He hits the car up into play. Survivors look like they're just content staying here at this point. They do not want to run back. They pop 1 set of pills already. The bonus is 648. And one thing to note is that Upper Moons had their bonus at 390 post tank. Actually, I think they might have baited Upper Moons. This tank is going to go AI, barring a massive attack here. Hunter gets skeeted nicely by Solitude. The 2-poom does land. This tank is going to be running. He's already second passive, stuck in the bushes. Jockey eventually leaves, and this tank is in terrible danger of going AI, and I don't think that Moscow Mule is going to get the chance to play a tank this campaign, barring they play Finale, and that looks like a very AI tank as he tries to hit a Miracle Hittable. It goes out of play, unfortunately for him. Right now the Charger is up, Smoker is up, and final spawn is going to be a Hunter. Tank is trailing. He has 20% frustration. He's managed to keep his frustration somehow. The Survivors are giving it to him. I think this is a bit of a misplay by the Survivors. They could have AI'd this tank very easily, but nonetheless, Moscow Mule is saved by Defy, giving him the control of their tank. As they retreat to the safe room, tank is only taking 200. Now he's taking 300 chips and going down. As Survivors are retreating to the safe room, Uzis are not shooting him at all. The Hunter just gets skied. Pull gets cleared right away. Charger is not going to land, and this tank is suddenly in a bad way. The Smoker eventually does land. Now the tank's going to get an in cap in a really bad place for the Survivors. And right now he's only down to 2.4k HP. The attack is down, and right now this tank is trying to just keep view and get as much damage as he can. Land a rock on Rochelle. He will probably get another punch. He gets a nice punch onto Rochelle. He tries to get one more. This might be all the tank gets, but he manages to get 2 more hits. And now the SI attack will be up to try to troll this. A boomer will land a 1 boom as Coach will pick up Ellis. And that is that tank dealt with. And actually they survived with a 444 bonus at the current moment post tank. But also one thing to know is they still have 2 attacks to take to where they get to the point where Upper Moons were post tank, because Defy fought it in the safe room. So now they have to take 2 full spawn attacks. It is post tank, and the boomer did attack during the pickup, so they'll have tri-cap with spit. No Smoker to get a pull to start this, initiate this attack. Actually, they're going to send all spawns from opposite direction. The Charger does land. Gets cleared right away. Jockey, it lands eventually. The Hunter gets skeeted eventually. And that is another in cap going out onto Defy, and Solitude's first in cap. And like I said, now they've taken 1 attack post tank, and it was at 440 bonus, and now it's at 314. And one thing to note is they popped all their pills. They found 1 more set though.
Thanks.
And that will bring the bonus slightly higher to 334. And if Defy wants to win this round, they can take no more damage practically. They only have 18 more points to spare. As another 2-boom goes in. Right now, Defy is eating some booms. A pull goes out onto one of the Survivors as a skeet goes out, and then the Charger gets melted as he tries to land. And the Smoker is not able to get any more slaps, and that will be the end of his life. And Survivor's going to try to go-go. I don't know if they'll be able to take the choke point with all the spawns down. They might have 3 to see if they can get a reset, but there is no car alarm.
Reloading. Through this door.
Jockey, Spitter, Boomer. It's going to be a 2-2. Jockey's the first spawn up in rotation. Let's see what the last one's going to be. They can send the Jockey from behind. Nothing is going to get the reset here. They should just go as they are hesitating. As a 2-cap goes in the spit in the back by Defy. And the bonus is just getting gobbled up as the Spitter runs back for a respawn, since the Charger will be in the next attack. And right now, Upper Moons are doing a very good job on control in this game as the bonus goes down to 129. As they will be slow the rest of this map, and it looks like they will have to take minimum 2 more attacks before they make safe room as they send to spawn. Rocket Spawn gets a nice 2 charge. The spit's going to be a little slow, but it does land. The pull actually pulls Ellis out of it, but it's actually going to end up working out a lot. It's going to get an in cap on Ellis as well. And that is 2 incaps. Defy. The wheels are falling off since the tank has died. They did a pretty decent job, and they're not going to be able to get this up faster before one spawn is up. The jockey can choose if he wants to troll this or not. Let's see if they're going to, if they're going to wait. Hunter, jockey, charger. Looks like they're going to wait for that final spawn to get a full hit. Now they're going to send a Hunter. Lands in the front. No other spawns were quite ready. The charger will land, but gets cleared before it reaches its destination. And the jockey gets M2'd and killed as well. So good job by Defy. They managed to salvage that and hold a remaining bonus of 28. But since they are slow, there's still a possibility of 2 more hits.
Reloading.
And they've already taken 2 from the point where I've said that there was a minimum of 2 more hits. Well, now there's another minimum of 2 more hits, depending how this goes. And it looks like all the points are going to be on whatever that symbol means. As the pull goes forward, self-cleared right away. Actually, team cleared. As the Charger and Hunter do land by the distraction. But they didn't hit Rochelle. Nice M2 on the Boomer. It was real close to eating yet another boom, and I think they'll be able to walk their way in the safe room. I think Amur might be the only survivor, and Neko actually will have a chance too. Or Nico. Jockey will have a chance for delay.
Reloading.
Safe house up ahead.
Spitter, I don't know if the Spitter will be able to get at the door. Nope, they got in. They're in. So they'll walk in with that little bonus. It's not much, but they'll walk in with a 24 bonus. Since it went below 28, it's only increments of 4 since there are 4 survivors. But we are going to go into Chapter 2 with Defy down just slightly more than 300. I believe 292? 296? 4? One of those numbers. As we go into Map 2 of Dark Carnival Remix. See some very interesting tank spawns on Remix, some 10%, some 90, but this chapter is going to have a 73% tank. This is going to be a rooftop tank. Usually survivors will fight this in the normal area, which is similar to map 2 of regular Dark Carnival by the carousels. Try to negate as many rocket spawns as possible. Again, Upper Moons is gonna go first as survivors. They do have the lead of this loser bracket match, so it looks like we're gonna have a reconnection. No, some custom maps cause some issue. My Yu trying to see if we get maps 1 through 4. Is if it's not talked about, then it is expected to be played, as they are not saying. It is going to be a mystery to us. As the players are asking for some people to leave. As one person has exited. As the tick rate looks to be a little bit better, I believe, for them. As we go live, opening attack will be Charger, Spitter, Jockey, Smoker. Charger's going to pre-spawn on top of the survivors, slightly back to the left. Smoker's going to go for a pull forward. We should see the attempt for a charge spit from the Smoker. Actually, Charger's going to go right at the door. That was well done. As they keep him in the spit, the Jockey's going to take him out, and it actually does pretty decent damage to Slay. Slay's going to go all the way down to 62. Amur takes 90, actually 10 damage, I believe, from a 2-charge. As they reset the slots, giving 2 more lower for better ping for the game. For the players in the match.
I'm a reload.
I forgot a drink, and I need one. As the Boomer is the first spawn up, Hunter is next, Charger, and then the Spitter follows shortly after. Now survivors need to go through the refreshment area. We should see another charge pit go inside. They did a good job of getting their sack order proper to get it again.
Reloading.
It's hard to do that, to land a solo charge in a spit right away without anything else helping you, but it looks like they're going to try to do it again, or lead off with the hunter. They'll be content with either. That's alright, 3 spawns from above, charger from behind. I like the play. Let's see if they can make happen here. Defy needs to do some damage. They took 12% off the first hit. Rochelle's going to be the first one going out. Amir's going to take front shotgun for the team. Shortly after is going to be Moscow Mule. The boomer comes from behind. It lands a nice tri-boom. The charger does land. So does a hunter, both in spit. And this is massive amount of damage going out right now to Amir and Slay. Amir is just eating it up. Slay only goes down to 50. He only lost 10 more health. But Amir goes down to 30. Moscow Mule also suffered about 15. As they're going to pop that extra set of pills. So they find one set. There's one extra set of pills down. Only one more can be found, whether it be later on in the map in one of the 2 pill boxes or anywhere further. That was a respectable amount of damage, taking the bonus all the way down to 63% HP. DB intact. There were pills. And now they get a quad try because they got the sack order correct before tank. I think they'll still get a 2-2 though. I don't think they're close enough to get a tank up following this. But the charger's going to spawn up first to try to get some distraction. The hunter does land. The charger misses. The pull goes. There was a dual cap. Charger getting some fist onto Rochelle. And the HP will go down to 50% now. Decent damage coming out by Defy. Upper Moon's losing half of their HP pre-tank. They'll have to take a 2-2 on now. And that most likely will be it before the tank, barring something catastrophic to the survivors. Alright, spawns are up. It's going to be the hunter and jockey to accompany the 2-2. They should send him in right away. The jockey's going to try to rock it and gets M2'd by Rochelle. The hunter was late and gets team skeeted by both Amir and Moscow Mule. Both shotguns doing their job, sharing the skeet. Spit delay goes in. They can just go around, which they're going to probably elect to. As Nick is just going to try to keep the commons off of him by M2ing and having his friends help with it. They haven't found that second set of pills, if there even will be one. Right now, Rochelle is quite separated from her team. Okay, they have regrouped. They have tri-cap with spit, no pounce. Smoker's going to try to get a pull forward to cause survivors to hold the S key. Pull does land on the coach. The charger should take it. The charger will. And they actually clear it. The spit tried to get something, but unfortunate for the charger, he didn't get to the angle to the wall correctly, so now we should see survivors go down the back alley and make a right and could jump over the concrete pavilion. As the tank is already going to get his hittables in play. He has not wasted any time with the other ones. I think this is a really good play by the tank. He's not taking much chip at all. He's already over there. Unfortunately, I don't think that hittable on the top is in the greatest of positions. As the jockey boomer hunter come in, the boomer unfortunately spawned on the other side of the fence. That's solid. He's not going to be able to do anything. As the hittable goes inside. Oh, I thought that was much closer than it was. That hittable's in a decent spot, but he had to suffer 800 health to get it there. And now the survivors should be able to relocate. I don't think he's going to be able to get that other hittable off without suffering a lot of damage, as the hunter's just going to respawn for more. Actually, he's just a respawn. Perfect health. All right, this is going to be his commit. He's now second pass. He's going to have a tri-cap without a pull. It's going to be a little difficult for him to get a corner. He's going to be able to get his toy in play. Not the best location. I think he should have banned it. Okay, this is a good play. He's down to 4k HP now. But he's just being kited around in circles. That hunter's taking a lot of damage. He's down to 100 HP. The jockey dies. The hunter will land. Let's get him a rock. He does land one. That's one punch onto Ellis. Ellis is too far away. He's not going to be able to catch. He's going to have to decommit with 1k HP. The charger didn't do anything either, and now that's going to be the tank decommitting. And so far, this tank has only gotten a rock and a punch. And now they're just going to run forward on the map. Smoker, Boomer, Jockey. Those are going to be the cappers to assist him. He's going to see what he could do from above. See if he could drop in and get a punch or two. This is probably going to be the best that he could do. To see what they do to help him. He needs his spawns to go first. Spawns need to go now. Oh, no, they're not. They're just going to send it in AI. Okay. They're content with just doing that. All right. The Boomer's going to get a 1 boom, get popped for its troubles, and then the Smoker's going to relocate, waiting for the other 2 cappers. As they want to get a charge pit, but right now they're all fast, no sets of pills. The only thing that suffered since they had spawned the tank up was 5% HP and some DB. And of course the pills that were popped. The bonus is at 482 post-tank. Now this tack needs to do a lot of damage for Defy because they need some points to make up when it goes their survive round. They want to try to get all this bonus down where they get safe from their 80% of the way through the map. The Hunter has been discovered and it has been chipped down to 184 or 148 now. Smoker's going to pre-spawn above. They're going to try to get a distraction. Oh, there it was, the Charger. Oh, they just got kited out, basically. Baited out their attack. The Pound Spit will land momentarily. Smoker will die.
I'm all tuckered out.
And now we're going to sit at a 457 bonus. See if they will get lucky and get one more set of pills. It could spawn. And they do not get it, so that's going to be all they have. There's a pill spawn below. No, it is not. Could be the second attack, the last attack they get. They're not going to have that spitter. Charger's going to go in. Charger will land. The Hunter lands on the charge target. The Jockey will eventually land for just a little bit, though. They did manage to get Moscow Mule down to 30 HP, so now they have a Crawler, which will open the opportunity for maybe 2 more hits. But I think they need to get an in cap here, or they're just going to make safe room. Bonus sitting at 411.
Reloading.
Oh shit! Watch out!
As a Charger, Smoker, Spitter, Hunter, this is the attack they wanted last attack. See if they can get in that carousel. This is potential for a lot of damage. This is probably going to be it. They're going to send the Smoker up from behind. The Hunter is coming. The Hunter lands. The Smoker lands. Charger is not going to. Unfortunate for the Charger, went for the wrong target. It didn't help when the other 2 in the back. They might have been able to get a tri-cap, but they managed to get the bonus from 411 to 330. They didn't get quite. They got a little bit more than last time. Upper Moons. They had 316 map 1. They got 330 map 2. They're improving every chapter so far, and a campaign score of 1544 to, at this moment, Defy's 424. All right, now there's Upper Moon's chance to go as Survivor, and now can Defy match or beat that to close in the gap, because before they went into this chapter, it was just shy of 300-point distance. And if they just make it with distance again, they're in danger of going down another 300 points. And going down 600 at map 3 isn't the worst, but it's going to start getting difficult to make further comebacks. Especially since it's a 1-game neutral and it is not home and away. As we are live, Spitter, Jockey, Charger, Smoker. Let's see what Upper Moons can make of it. We're going to send everybody out. The spawn's going to come from the same area. Pull goes out. The Charger misses. Good job on Defy preventing the charge pit from landing, but instead they're just going to take a bunch of damage from Common. And they're still taking damage from Common. As actually 2 survivors lost being hittable by the tank 5 punches just by getting slapped by Commons.
I'm a reload.
Very nice take. HB 96. Boomer Pop gets nothing. Charger, Hunter, Spitter up. Let's see if they're going to go with 3 or if they're going to... Oh, nope. They're going to try to go for it. Hunter's going to land. The Spit's going to go on it. Charger is not going to get the stumble, so it's only going to be a Pound Spit. And 9% for the 2 opening hits from Upper Moons on their infected round. And so far, right now, I say Defy is doing a little bit better so far as average damage per hit. There's no charges landed this chapter for Upper Moon. As the Hunter's the first one up, they're not going to have a charge for this one. It's going to be tri-cap with Boom without the Charger. Smoker, Jockey, Hunter. Hunter's going to come from above. Jockey's going to try to get the back one. Gets a nice stumble while the Pounce lands in the front. The Smoker was out of play, though, but he will get 1 ding onto Nick, I think. They got some decent damage on the Solitude due to the Pounce in the back and the Pounce forward. I mean, Jock in the back and Pounce forward. And still some boomer slaps going in onto Ellis.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Actually take him all the way down to 81 HP. It's actually some pretty good damage. They're averaging 5% per hit.
I'm a reload.
Pre-tank 991 bonus. They'll get the charge spit. Hunter and Jockey. So far, no charges have landed this round for Upper Moons. Let's see if they can make something different happen here. Where most of the damage comes, of course. As they will in the pounce forward, the charger will not land. The Jockey can get the survivor in the back. It'd be a lot of damage, but it will not. Alright, they taking another 5%, so Upper Moon's doing a good job, I guess, on keeping the hits very averaged at 5% per hit, down to 80% after 4 attacks. I do believe they'll get one more, so I'm pretty sure if I've done my math correctly, Upper Moon's will get 5 attacks compared to 5-4 before the tank was up. They need to go quickly, though. Charge is going to go up first. Just get a 2-point stumble onto Rochelle. That'll be it, and I think that's going to be the tank, so that's why the tank did go in solo. They're going to keep the rest of the spawns. Alright, they're going to want to boom them when they retreat. Alright, they're giving up the top spawn. The boomer should relocate up top, and I don't see what he's doing at the moment. There he comes. Nice rocket. Oh, what a pop! A pole goes in the back. The Hunter covers it, and luckily Rochelle stayed by to clear it. As the rock's coming in. Oh, it hit the tree. Oh, that was too short. I got all excited for that rock for no reason. As this will be the second tank of the game for Upper Moons in the hands of Nico. And right now he's being pressured. Smoker's gonna spawn up, makes a noise. As he has 124 HP. That will be the death of the Smoker. Now the tank's in a little bit of... The Charger's gonna go out. The Charger misses. So the tank can go out and get some of his hittables. And I think he's actually just gonna run out right now. Still first pass. But he has suffered 600 bonus. 603 to be exact. And that Magnum is just trying to mow him down. Okay, they're just going to LOS, and they want it to be second pass. Still 10% first pass. Alright, he's going to go to get his toys now. He is officially second. Hittables behind the survivors. That one just sucks. Alright, just leave it. Just leave it. You're going to waste HP. Yep, he does. Okay, he's down to 4.5k HP. Boomer does miss. So now there'll be no boom unless they pop it on themselves. It's going to be Hunter and Smoker. But they get separated, so they give the tank a quick punch. He'll get at least 2. He's not going to get a turn punch. But now he's going to be a survivor separated. He's going to get pounced. And now they're going to try to cover it with... Oh, it's a lot of damage going out onto the pounce target. They do get the clear, though. And I don't think the tank's going to get anything as he tries to retreat. And he is dead.
Okay, that's gonna last.
Basically, it seems like they get an end cap out of it. As they punch Nick, separating him from the survivors. A rock lands on him, following the capper landing on him. So they get a rock, they get a punch. Unfortunately for the tank, he punches too far away. And unfortunate for the infected, that survivor that was punched too far away was separated. And the Hunter landed on him. And it's tough to get the Uzi skeet, and he was unsuccessful. So he, on high ping, unfortunately he just ate it. And now they're going to send spawns. And Charger's going to come from the room above. It gets melted. The Jockey was late to the party. The Spitter is now dead. They need to send these both in if they want another one. This Boomer's going to probably get a free boom off the top. And I think the infected should have died. Right now they are not going to have a charge spit for the next hit. They are going to have the other 2 cappers, which will be a Hunter and Smoker. Now the Boomer has now died late. They go with 3? Oh, that's going to be a quad sack now, I think. Yes, they're going to get a quad.
Reloading here.
So Defy is set to make up a good amount of points. Actually, if they keep this, I believe it'll be... They could take the lead, actually. So if they take this next 2 attacks clean, there's a possibility, but there is a quad waiting for them. Hunter's going to make some noise way far away. He's going to just go for a reposition, as it's going to cause survivors to slow down a little bit, clear out all these commons. We're actually going to an area that's close and confined, which will be better for them, as it is difficult to land a quad in close quarters. I think they just wait for them to come out of the other side. Oh, I don't think this is the good play to send it. What do I know, though? The Hunter will in. Jockey gets shut down. Charger is dead, and that is a quad melted practically. They've suffered 34 bonus from that, or 34 bonus, as Nick is getting caught up in commons. Still getting caught up in commons. And now the survivors are a little split with spawns scrambling up for their last hit. It's going to be a 2-2 as well. And right now, Defy is set to almost... They actually take the lead from this. With a 650 bonus, the Boomer is not going to land. All they're going to have is the Charger and the Jockey to see what they can do. Jockey's going to rock it off, gets bailed, and the Charger is left. It does land, but gets cleared. The Spit's going to go out to nothing. Just one ding onto Ellis, and there it is. Defy is going to take the lead going into map 3 of Dark Carney Remix. Unless they take some more damage, I don't know. I think they take the lead now. And it's tie! No way! It's tie going into map 3. You can't write it any better. I don't even, you can't call it any better. They get a chapter score of 1,120, and we are dead even going into map 3 of this campaign. Wild game. Defy did a good job. Unfortunately, I think there was some bad locations where they chose to do some of their attacks. Both teams, in my opinion. I think Defy and Upper Moons send their SI a little sloppy in some areas, but it's a lot easier from the caster's perspective to say that rather than when you're playing the game, so it's completely different. As we go into the next chapter, completely tie, which you don't get to say that very often. Upper Moons did lead off since they won Chapter 1, so it means they will yet go Survivor again first. Smoker, Jockey, Charger, Boomer will be the opening hit for Upper Moons to deal with, and that will be the attack that Defy gets to use. There's interesting things you could do here with this opening attack. If you don't really like what it is, you can choose to go right away from these two little pillars. It usually doesn't amount to much, but if you can get anything, you get spawns that you want next. And I don't see the charged spit. And it looks like they're talking about it right now, what they want to do, and also show the survivors who don't play this map very often the routes to take the tank, like go in the vents and whatnot. As we go live, and I have the hiccups. Again, Smoker, Jockey, Charger, Boomer. I'm not going to go quick.
Reloading.
Amur is still taking front shotgun as well with Moscow Mule. Though they're the front two shotgun players, so the two are going to be Uzis running the rear up. Alright, looks like the shotguns are just going to clear commons, taking their time. Rochelle trying to block spawns for the SI, but nothing comes from anywhere but the front and the back. Rochelle gives those spawns up momentarily.
Reloading.
Alright, the Boomer's going to go and gets M2. Not going to get anything. The Smoker does not land either, which also means the Charger died following the Smoker. And this Jockey should die if they want to charge spit.
Reloading.
The Jockey chooses not to, so I don't think they're going to get the charge spit for the next hit.
Reloading. Watch out. Reloading.
I think it's going to be Hunter Spitter. And the last spawn coming up any second, as they are 24% of the way through the map. The tank will be at 45, and it will be a Boomer indeed. The Jockey should have died, so they would have had 2-2 with the Charger and Hunter instead of the Jockey and the Hunter. So now they're just going to look for a wall kick spit, possibly to keep him in the spit a little longer. They'll get the spit pounce. Jockey's going to get a scratch onto Coach, which will actually take Moscow Mule down to 60 HP. So they didn't have a Charger, but they still managed to get a decent amount of damage as the Boomer comes from a mile away. Managed to land a 2-boom. Oh my goodness. How does that Boomer land? As they come up about 30% of the way through this chapter. And that was the second attack that they'd taken. What was it third? I don't even remember. My spawns are up.
I'm a reload.
Hunter, Smoker, Charger. Last one's going to be a Spitter. This is probably potential for a lot of damage at this close quarters. Ah, man, do they need to drop on this tank? Oh, they need to drop. So it's going to be a close quarter tank fight going into this match for this chapter. They're going to have to drop. Hunter's pre-spawn down below. The Charger should also help. Should be able to get some pretty good damage off this. See if they send one or drop everybody at the same time. The risk of dropping at the same time is that quad charge. The benefit of dropping one is you can quick clear. But they have a smoker, which means they might get pulled out of that clear range. They're going to send one. Nice baiting job by Coach. Coach will get the kill, but does get pulled into the spit. One survivor drops. And that will be not bad damage going out. They'll take Slade down to 71, Moscow Mule 59, Amir's at 85, and Nico's at 91. So they'll have 2 survivors 4 punches and 2 survivors 3 punches as they are running this back. I don't remember if you could jump on the potted plant and go back over anymore, or if that has been fixed. I think we're going to find out right now because that's what the survivors want to do, as they're going to send the attack in. The Jock action one for the one in the back, but does eventually land on the Coach. Just 1 or 2 more dings. That's about it. Hunter and Boomer are going to hold. And I think they have it back in up pretty far. Oh, that M2 is big, and that is a Boomer shut down. Now they'll have Charger and the Smoker, I believe. And looks like they're going to be content with this. He's going to have that Smoker for the early pull. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it, but they're going to send him in first. There goes the early pull. They do get it onto Nick and had to reload. That was nice. It's 1 punch onto Nick. It's also a punch onto Rochelle. A double punch onto Nick and Alice. Another punch onto Nick. He's down to half his HP. That is another. It's the first in cap. 2.1k HP. The spawns are going in. He has another corner. The Hunter gets skied. The Charger misses. The Smoker gets killed. It's not going to be a wipe, though, but it's going to be at least 2 in caps and a lot of bonus gone as this tank does decommit. Unfortunate for him, none of his SI were able to do anything whatsoever, barring the early pull, which was very helpful, as this tank looks like he's just going to run it back, and survivors are just going to hold W. I don't think they're going to slow down at all. They're just going to go and try to bait this tank to drop in on top of them. I don't know if he's going to want to do it or not, as spawns are up. Boomer's going to come in. Boomer does land. It does stumble the tank, though, and that'll be a dead tank as the Charger goes in for a stumble and a punch onto a jocked Rochelle.
Reloading.
And that will be that. So the tank is dead. They managed to survive. It looked like it was going to be much more worse than it was, but good clears. Hunter gets skeeted. Charger got melted trying to help the tank when he had his second corner. And the tank decommitted with 1500 HP and was not able to finish him off. Good job by Upper Moons. And they have a 260 bonus. And see how long they can hold on to it. As spawns are going really quick right now. Hunter and the Smoker, the 2 cappers, to accompany this 2-2. Smoker's gonna go forward. They're getting. Oh, what a ski going out by Amir while he was being pulled.
I got hit by the burning goose ship.
As the Boomer gets popped and the Spitter dies, and that will be a quad sack. But what a ski going out by Amir. Even though the Smoker's got him, he's like, nope, gonna shut that down.
Reloading. Reload.
That's what we do. What they say, we shut it down. Alright, they're about to start the event. The quad is in cycle, or is in rotation for this hit. Now I'm curious to see exactly how they want to send this. I would say this is a little bit easier than the regular Dark Carnival glide or coaster. Not much though, but just slightly easier. Michelle's going to be the first one out of the gate, followed by Mur. Again, Mur and Moscow Mule are trying to get a pull down. They try to go for the 2 in the back. The Hunter's going to land. Oh, the Charger, it's a tri-cap. That is a massive amount of damage. They're going to suffer 2 in caps in the back no matter what, though. But that is a massive amount of damage. Defy is not going to quad cap him. They're going to land the tri-cap. The Charger missed, but did manage to take the pulled target. And you know what happens after quad? You get a 2-2. We're going to be able to get the pickup, and now they should be able to get on the top of the coaster. I think at this point, now you're just looking at... Oh, the jockey will land! Not able to get a ledge hang, though, because the railing is different positions. 1 boom and a free spit goes out. Now there's another quad sack if the Charger doesn't get ambitious here. Oh, he does! No way! Oh, what a clear. What a level in team fire. Can't believe he got that spawn. But he sacked his quad there, so now it's an even better chance that Upper Moons can get full distance. They have 1 person black and white, but he is at 57 HP. they're going to try to get an in cap on the back here. Hunter is going to land. Smoker is going to land. What a clear on Moscow Mule, so the in cap is not going to go out. The Spit's going to get the in cap, but he falls down to safer territory. As the jockey is going to try to get a separated survivor and just retreat with his life. Here he goes. He will delay the pickup, but get M2'd and shut down by Ellis. Going to get the pickup. The bonus is still 52, and it's all on Amur. Slayer's at 1 HP, crawling. Not black and white yet, but nice 2-boom going out. As the Hunter and Charger are the 2 cappers in rotation. Hunter's coming from behind. Charger's coming from the front. Both cappers land in the front and the back. 2-boom survivors are in the middle. That was a nice clear in the back, though. It's going to be another in cap. They get a pull down onto Coach, which does get cleared, and that will be the bonus dealt with now. So Defy has killed the bonus. And now know that if they make it too safer with any bonus, they'll take the lead now. Of course, they have to kill a tank and make it through this long chapter, and there's been many SI attacks upon upper moods from Defy. Alright, now they gotta take them down the coast to return the event off. It's very dangerous coming down here. They're gonna send one survivor quick. The jockey gets M2, but does eventually land. The free spit goes out, and that is a death onto Coach and in cap onto Rochelle. And this might be the beginning of the end, as Nick and Ellis are the only 2 left. And they are both Uzi players. They have nothing to skeet Hunters, basically, unless they get some perfectly good shots onto that Hunter's head. And right now, they are trying to kill that Hunter. Hunter's at 174 HP. There, the Hunter lands in spit. That's a death going out to Nick. And that is also going to be the final cap going out onto Ellis. And they are going to be almost full distance for Upper Moons. Not quite. They are 32 points shy with a chapter score of 468. And their campaign score is 2012, and now Defy's 1,544 campaign score when they tied it. Now the opportunity is there. The door is open, and see what they can do of it. And Upper Moons is going to make sure that they don't walk through that door and stop them even further than where they died, so they can retake the lead going into the maybe the final chapter of this match, as they did not confirm if we're playing finale or not, which may mean that we're going to, depending on how slow it is. Map 5 hype is possible. Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Boomer, the first spawn's up. Looks like it's going to come from right at the end of the Tunnel of Love, where you enter to the Swan. I guess where you enter the Tunnel of Love, I guess, the ride location. Trying to get a cheeky spawn in between the survivors. They're going to go for an early pull here. The Smoker gets baited and almost killed. Charger is not going to land. Smoker eventually does, and so does the Jockey, both on the same target. And Solitude's going to suffer following the Boomer pop onto Nova. So they'll get Charge Spit. They'll get Charger, Spitter, Smoker, Hunter.
Reloading.
But right now, Defy is just going.
Ammo here.
First attack is only taking 8%. I mean, it's not the most damage, but in the high tier Left 4 Dead play, I think anything close to that is relatively easy if you don't have a Spitter for an opening hit. Now this one could do a lot of damage. We're going to try to get the pull again. The Smoker twice gets juked. The Hunter's going to land the back. The Charger's going to be Charlie Brown by the actual Hunter, so there's going to be no charge landing. So far, no charges for Upper Moons on map 3. They've taken the bonus down 13%, 2 hits.
Hey, ammo here.
Coach is really separated at the moment. It doesn't really matter yet. Unless they get Rochelle. Rochelle is really separated. Let's see if they try to make a play on it. No, they don't.
Down that hole.
Let's all do this together.
Either one set of pills up top, which just aren't going to get used. So it's going to be a hit at this hole. They don't have a Spitter, and they don't have Charger. So No charge spit coming. So I don't think they need to worry too much about a lot of damage coming out. Just boomer delay, basically. And now they're going to get a nice fat boom, but the cappers aren't going to get anything out of it. As the boomer clears the Hunter target. Hunter's going to get some scratches. Oh, the Hunter getting scratches. Rochelle eating it. Solitude going all the way down to 45 HP from that Hunter. That was like 5 scratches. That will be the last SI attack before this tank up. The Charger's going to come in. Charger will land, but doesn't get to the final point to get any damage. Gets cleared quickly. Smoker is dead. Spitter is now dead. So right now they don't have a smoker for this tank. So they're not going to get a pull forward unless they sack something else, because they're going to get a Hunter and a Charger. If I got my sack order correct. As the Murray is pushing them back right away. Survivors are already retreating. Alright, they are really separated. They're actually going to be a one boom. That could be really big right now, but commons are coming from the front. I don't see any coming from the rear, which will benefit the survivors. And I was wrong about the cappers. They're going to get a Charger now, I believe. Alright, this will be the commit. He's going to go in with a tri-cap. No boom. He's already down 500 HP. What a long arm going down to the coach. Another long arm. That's one so long, but that's a good one. Nobody body block for him, so it's going to be an in cap. They're going to land one cap. The Charger's going to miss. The Jockey's going to land. It's going to be a wipe going out onto Defy. And they get wiped. Coach being a little too greedy. Gets the early corner, and they are dead. As the question is going out by Solitude. Why'd you give him the early corner? So they will retake the lead by less than what they originally had on the first map, though. So they're ahead by like 260, I believe. 70. That was a big wipe there. I can't believe they did that. It's so unfortunate. They got that early punch. Coach wanted the chip, but he got a little too greedy for it. And not only when you get the early punch, that's when the team needs to, in my opinion, if you get an early punch and one of the survivors should call the body block, letting Coach get out, because Coach has a full gun and has not have a chance to unload it yet. So somebody else might be reloading, and they can get the body block off to let him get his pills and unload his gun without having to reload and do as much damage as they could as quickly as possible. And that's a good example of what happens. If, one, you get early cornered in a close quarter tank like that, and two, there's no help from the survivor team trying to body block. And we are 1 through 5. We're seeing it. Map 5 will be played. And last time we saw Map 5 played, I remember casting that match, and the tank was alive for about 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute tank on that finale just to try to stop distance against Aqualix. I don't remember what the other team was. It's bad for me for forgetting. But Aqualix did win that game anyways, though. But opening attack will be Hunter, Charger, Smoker, and a Boomer. Tank will be at 31%, so there's a possibility for early wipe for Defy to try to make up some of these points. But right now, it will be Upper Moon's chance to play as Survivor and see if Defy can stop them as the Hunter, Charger, Boomer, Smoker. No spit. And we have a little bit of baiting going on. Survivor's playing it smart and safe. Clear out all the commons before they start going through the map. Boomer gets baited nicely. The Hunter will land. Charger eventually lands too, but it was really weird. Smoker gets a few dings. Boomer will get a slap onto Coach, and that will be it. Nice bait by the survivors. Baiting that Boomer to miss, but the Boomer did a good job on at least not dying.
Reloading.
Out of order. And now they're for sure going to get that Spitter next attack with at least a Hunter or a Charger. I don't know which one died first. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Hunt Spit, not a Charge Spit. Jockey's the first capper up in rotation. Hunter will be the next, followed shortly by these. Nope, they're going to get it. This is good. This is a good attack for here.
Reloading.
I think they should go relatively quick right when they go in.
Reload.
Hunter's already pre-spawned. I think the Hunter should be on the inside. Just my opinion. Charger coming from behind. They're going to send the cappers in. Everything. Hunter does get skeeted. Charger will miss. Jockey does land. And that will be 2 attacks. 14% coming out from Defy onto Upper Moon.
Got a big-ass pistol here.
And there it will be. This will be the second last tank of the game for Defy in the hand of Ships.
Through this door.
He has a Hunter. He has retro support right now. Let's see what they're going to try to do when they come out. Boomer's going to go by the dumpster. Not going to land. The tank is only able to get on top of the building. Not able to get to his hittables at the moment. And it's pretty dangerous right there to go get him because they'll just chip the shit out of him. Or the heck out of him if he goes for it. And he's already going over, so they should push him a little bit. Or at least shoot him by the fence. I don't think the tank, a little misplay coming in from that area. But nonetheless, that's going to be one dumpster, not the best. That one is not the best either. He's going to have to pop them over. He's going to have to suffer a lot of damage for this. Ouch. He's already down 1k HP and dropping. Oh, he gets a hit! Oh, what are you doing? It's so unfortunate. That is a death so fast. Onto Amur. Amur gets caught out of position. The 2 dumpsters hit him. He gets grinded within seconds. Tank still has half of his HP. Okay, he's down to half. The Charger rockets in. The Charger's going to land. He has a corner. It's another punch. Oh my goodness, this is so close to a wipe. Can they pick up the last one? He's not able to get the clear. The Smoker's just waiting. He gets a clear on the Charger. Can he cover it? It's going to be a wipe. No way. As he gets the final in cap onto Nick. Yeah, now they don't want map 5, but they already put it in there, so map 5 will be played. But right now, here's the opportunity for Defy to retake the lead going into the final chapter. What a back and forth game we have going here.
Don't even think of leaving me here.
Needless to say, I'm not on a team. But I do have a group of friends that I play with. And if that happened in the group that I played with, they would call that pulling an MK. And if anybody from my group is in the chat, they will agree with that. Because that's some things that I would do, getting extra aggressive and just get myself killed for no reason. So if anybody is in my chat, they can completely relate to what just happened there. Is that something I would do? There's a little argue going around with their own team as we go live, going into map 4. Right now, this is Defy's chance to take a slight lead. They could kill this tank and progress through the map any further than they did. They managed to get a wipe with their tank. Opening hit will be Hunter, Boomer, Smoker, and a Charger. They try to do the same bait of the Boomer. The Boomer's going to rocket off. Boomer's going to land too. Hunter's going to land. Charger will not. Smoker and Hunter do, though. Okay, I got that backwards, but nonetheless, there's going to be a little bit of damage going out. About 3% is going to go out. A couple Boomer slaps are going to come trickling in. But Upper Moon, I believe, is going to have a 2-2, though. I think the Boomer was one of the first ones to die. There's the Spitter. There's the Jockey. There's the Smoker. It's going to be a... Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate. This is the worst 2-2 you can get. The sack order was not great for Upper Moon. And they try to get a pre-spit. Nice double with the spit, though. There's a separation jock forward and a pull through the spit. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's a massive amount of damage going out by the 2-2. That's going to be about 16% HP going out. That is everything you can ask for from a 2-2 attack, especially when you have the Smoker and the Jockey. As they get the 4th tank of the game in the hands of Slay. For Team Upper Moons, the second last time they will get a tank, or actually maybe not. They might get 2 more, depending on how map 5 goes. As Defy's going to retreat through the map, they're going to rocket charge it. It's not going to land onto Ellis. The Hunter is trying to come in, lands just for a little bit afterwards. Maybe a... Nope, Charger's just going to die at the end. A nice 1 boom. Great reaction time. It almost didn't land at all. Now the tank should be able to get his toys into play uncontested. Here comes 1! Oh my goodness! No way! And it hits him again! There's no way that happened. They're going to be able to get the pickup, though. But that is unbelievable. How?
Shoot it! Shoot it!
He doesn't just hit him with 1, but he hits him with 2. And now he's going to throw a rock. The rock goes out right at Defy. Suffered an in-cap. The DB is now broken into. Attack coming in. Hunter lands. Jockey lands. Everything lands. Rock lands. Smoker lands. Right now, Defy is taking a massive amount of damage. They should push this tank because right now they are out of position, having the hittables there. This tank should reposition just to play long tank now. I do believe they're doing the right thing right here. Tank's doing a good job on keeping sight to keep this as long as he can. He's still first pass, 70% frustration. Attack is about to be up, but they have a boomer. Survivors need to be careful here. Alright, charge is going to come from behind. Smoker is going to land. The boomer is not. Rock is not. Now they can LOS. They pop 2 set of pills though. DB is going down quite a bit as they are retreating. Oh no, they gotta get ammo. And this should cause the tank to commit. Actually, Coach is gonna be the... Coach did a really good thing right there, pushing back this tank. Otherwise, that tank was gonna go in and have them completely out of position. And right now they have 2 hittables in a really precarious area with a very healthy tank sitting at 5k HP. And they have a tri-cap and they have a smoker to help start this. And here's a tank going in right now. He's going to go for his hittables right away. Oh, it's unfortunately hits a tree. Can he get around the thing? No, it does not get anybody. That will hit Coach, though. The tank is down to 3.5k HP. He's probably just going to go for a kill at this moment. No, he is not. Now he's going to force to retreat. They're going to be able to get him up. And the tank's going to get out with 2.4k HP. And now I think they should just push him. They have a survivor slow. They'll be able to pop the pills. This tank can't really do much. But he's a lot healthier than they think. If they push too much, the one boom does land. Let's see what they can make of this tank now. Rock gets skeeted. Smoker misses. Charger's up in rotation, trying to find a spawn. He does get a spawn eventually. He's going to go for Rochelle. He misses. Rock gets skeeted. Charger misses. Smoker is dead. And right now they should LOS. Or go forward on the map. You need to make your choice of what you're doing here. And they're going to eat a rock. No, they're not. Tank's going to go in. Tank will get a punch. And now he's going to decommit. He's going to get a rock. The rock's going to land. No, it will not. They get a pounce. Tank's going to decommit with 345 HP. And I think that was just Slade trying to get everything that he could out of it. And now I don't know if it's smart to send an AI. Or think you can kill him with 3. And they're just not going to be able to kill him with 3. Oh, I was so close to a rock landing. I think Slade just needs to AI this tank or die. Run to the safe room at this point and try to get a quad. See if you quad cap them before they get any points. That'd be what I would do. But right now their bonus sitting at 279. It looks like this is all they're going to get out of this tank. One more rock comes in. And they're not going to get it. They're going to get a pullback. It's going to get actually broken onto Ellis. A long charge goes out, misses, but does eventually get the pull onto Rochelle. The rock eventually got skeeted too. And now Slay is just going to rock from a mile away, and he's about to go AI. And that will be their tank dealt with, and the points will now resume. Survivors are about to be slow, but right now they are making points, and they are about to take the lead. I think they will take the lead, barring getting wiped during the event. They're about to be slow, so no matter what, when the event starts, they're going to have slow survivors for the rest of it, as this tank just comes from a mile away. Boomer gets a 1 boom. Jockey goes in, gets M2'd by the boomed survivor, and then killed. And it looks like they might just wait here to kill this tank. Nope. Boomer's going to get shut down. Pole's going to go out in the back. Hunter's going to get skeeted very nicely. And there it is. Now they're slow. Beautiful skeet, though. That was really big for them. No sets of pills, and this should be the tank. Yeah, now the tank's dead. Alright, at the moment, they are just shy of 90-point difference at the current moment. That is very, very close going into map 5. Charger, Spitter, Hunter, Jockey are the spawns up in rotation. This is a pretty devastating choke. This is probably one of the biggest hits they'll get for the rest of this map, as they have easy access above the survivors. They send spawns in. Hunter will land. Charger will not. The Jockey does. It's going to be an in-cap onto Nick. It's a pretty rough attack to take, as it's really easy to fall in on top of the survivors, but they'll be able to pick them up. 60 points separate them. It's starting to go up very slowly. Spit delay going out. Not going to do a very good job, though. Spit's going to have 83 health. A lead is about to be taken after this last hit. Smoker pulls on Coach, tries to get in cap, it doesn't work out. They do land onto Ellis. Boomer is not going to land, which means there's a lone spitter. Free spit goes out. Does not get Coach. Oh, Coach is dead. Now they're down to 3 survivors. They have not taken the lead yet. 3 points separate them. And that is it. Now Defy have taken their first lead of the game. Charger's going to go in and miss. Smoker is going to die. Hunter and Jockey eventually land, but nice clears by Rochelle. No win caps go out. Rochelle is now fast enough to turn the event off. Rochelle holding on to that 41 HP, and now is slow. Unfortunately, gets button hooked by that common. There's an end cap out, and right now they're not in a good way. Free spit's gonna go out. Boom's gonna land on the down survivor, which is probably good for the survivors at the moment. Pull goes out. Charger's gonna miss. Now they should be able to save him because there is no cappers to stop this pickup. As Rochelle just says, "Screw it, I'm leaving." Rochelle? Okay, Rochelle says doesn't choose to help any of the survivors. I mean, don't help any of his friends for some reason. Jockey gets M2'd and killed. Hunter's gonna come out and end it, but yeah, message going out there. I don't know what that says, but someone pop that and translate and figure out what that is. Why in the heck did you not try to pick up your survivor? They could have got more points, but Defy is going to take a lead by 30 points going into map 5. All right, so this is it. This will be the last chapter. We're seeing map 5 played. .30 points are separating these teams going into the final chapter of this tournament match. I don't think Defy wanted to play this finale not knowing that they'll take a 30-point lead going into it, but the maps aren't worth anything. Every chapter is 500 distance, except for the finale is worth 6. We wait for Moscow Mules. You ready up for the last half? Actually, the last half of this tournament or match, as weird as that sounds, but they're gonna send the rocket boom off the top. The boom's gonna land on the 3 of the survivors. One of them are outside in a bad situation. He gets pulled into the spit, and Defy suffer a massive amount of damage from this opening 2-2. The bonus goes down to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that suffers 10% of the bonus. And Ellis is way separated as they now play the 3-can scavenge game. You gotta get 3 cans of scavenge inside the generator to make the ride start, progress through the campaign. I'm not a big fan of scavenge, but if it's 3 cans, it's not too bad. But I see what the infected team can play off it. If their scavenge attacks are up to hype, they don't have the spitter for it. So I think right now, if the survivors know about it, get all the cans, get as many as you can right now. They're sending the attack in right now as well. They do shoot a can by mistake. The Jockey lands. The Hunter lands. The Charger eventually misses because the other 2 cappers needed to be cleared. The 1 boom will go out. And now they have a burning can. And they will need to take their time to grab another can now since they did burn one. Actually had a chance of probably getting all the cans in real quick. And they have a spitter in the rotation. 1 can will go in. Nick's grabbing 1.
I'm a reload.
Can't jump over that fence, Rochelle.
Got a can.
Are they going to put it in real quick? Jockey is coming in. There goes the spit. Try to get the can. Rochelle says, not in my house. He grabs it. Jockey gets M2'd and killed for his troubles as well. And the spit's going to probably hold.
Got it.
They're going to have a charger, so.
Reloading.
Hey, got a can.
As he throws it over to Ellis. Ellis will be able to start this. Spitter gets picked through the floor. And there we go. Defy starts the event. Bonus after 3 attacks is at 84%. They suffered slightly more than 5% a hit. Boomer comes from behind. It's a nice 2 boom on the 2 in the rear. That'll cause them to slightly hesitate for a moment, which should give time for the full hit to recuperate itself and be able to go in before they get the next tank up. All right, here it comes. All spawns are up. Let's see if they send the charger off. The charger does rocket spawn off the top. He does land a nice 2 charges. Spawns the tank going forward. Hunter goes in and caps it. That's a rolling tri-cap. 2 slams. Hunter gets cleared. That is a lot of damage. The Smoker is still not cleared. It took the bonus from 84% down to 57. Very good job if you are Upper Moons. They are progressing right now through the map. They are just pushing. There is one hittable for the tank to use, and I don't think did he hit it? No, he chose not to hit it. It's still down there. He left it in play. I think right now he wants to play a little bit of rock tank. 2 cap with boom. The Hunter does land. The Boomer was not ready for it, though. It does land anyways. The rock actually was really close to landing, but it doesn't. There is a 1 boom, and now the tank's just going to chuck rocks. And right now, these survivors need to LOS the tank. All right, Rochelle is. He's still 100% frustration. He's repositioning to try to get another angle on them. 90. All right. So after 1 hit, they've only taken 10% frustration. He'll let you shoot at him all day, man. He'll let him shoot at you all day. Only taking less than 100 chips so far. All right, they're going to try to get a hit with the tank here. They're going to send a pull from the front. The Charger has no idea what tank he's going for. That will be a rock that does land, though. It goes down to Ellis. And now they have taken so much damage already.
Ammo up here.
Right now, Defy needs the LOS.
Kill it, man.
They need the LOS hard. They're 40, 35. Okay, looks like they get to 35 after this hit. They have 3 survivors slow. Danger of having another one since he's at 41. And the other one is at 64, so all the pills are probably going to be popped on this tank commit. Barring another tank rock landing here. Jockey's going to come in. Charge is going to come in as well. Rock is going to come floating in. Rock will get skeeted. The Boomer will not land. The Charger won't either. So now they'll get to LOS without taking any more damage. Okay, here it goes. Now they need to get this frustration down. Rock is coming. They skeed it. Okay, Emmer is now second pass. So he is going to need to get his toy into play and see what they can make out of this. Again, this is a really hard chapter to make, so it's going to be a lot on how far you can get. There's a dumpster flying into play. It's not in the best position. That's going to fly way out of play if he tries to go for it. I think if you're the tank, you abandon it. Right now you have retro support, which also probably isn't the greatest. If this Boomer does not land, the Boomer's going to land, though. It's going to land. Nice 2 boom. The pull goes, early pull goes out. Tank down to 4k HP. He's not going to be able to get the in cap. The Commons are going to get it caught up on Coach. He gets a punch. Tank is down to 2k HP. Hunter is pouncing around. No one is shooting the tank anymore, really, except for 1 survivor. There he goes. He's going to get his in cap. The pull goes out. Right now the tank is still at 500 HP. Rock is going to miss, and that should be it. He should die now. It's going to be a death. They get a death. Oh my gosh, I did not realize that. I was not paying attention. They managed to get a death on, I just say sneeze. Whoever that guy's name is, I can't say it. But they got a death. That is huge. Not only did they get the death, but now they have a survivor slow, and they got to take this choke point. They don't have a full hit, so they're doing a good job on taking it quick. The Charger is not going to get nothing. The Jockey will get an in cap, actually, which will leave the Boomer to get a free boom from above. Oh, he gets caught on the ladder. It's so unfortunate for him. And now they'll be able to push forward, get the extra set of pills, and start this event. I can't believe they got the death, though.
Reloading.
Yeah, 4 sets of pills. Alright, the event is started, and it goes up percentages by every single event that they trigger. I gotta go from one place to the next. And right now they're at 126, or 129 and going up slow. Alright, the next target has revealed itself. They need to go over there and get it. They're actually gonna set the spawns up from the top. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be it. They're dead. And that's gonna be a wipe going out on the Defy. You couldn't have done it any better. So now Defy Everything is riding on this tank now. That boomer that landed during the tank was the game changer. The boom horde was enough to kill the survivor before they could clear the tank. So here we go. Final chapter. Loser goes home. Will Defy be able to wipe Upper Moons? Or will Upper Moons be able to survive and get 30 more points than Defy did? Here we go. Opening hit, Smoker, Hunter, Boomer, Spitter. 2-2 attack. See what they can make of it. Smoker's gonna get a pull. Hunter's gonna get skeeted. Spit's gonna go on nothing. And Smoker's gonna die second to last. Boomer is trying everything it can to get another scratch, but 8 damage on the board. 2 Upper Moons. As they get the hiccups again. It is now a scavenge round. Hunter, Jockey, Charger are the first 3 spawns up, and it's going to be Tri-Cap with Spit.
Reloading.
Hunter, Jockey, Charger are going to be the cappers. The Smoker will be not included in the attack. Cappers really trying to synchronize this hit.
Got a can.
I think they're going to wait till the cans are up.
Got it.
It looks like they're going to do 1 can possibly. No, they're going to send the attack, and they actually baited me. The Hunter will land. The Spit's going to. The Charger will land. The Spit reach. No, it did not.
Hey, got a can. Got
The
it.
Defy did a good job on landing cappers, but not getting the Spit in the right area where it could have landed on both the pounce and the charge. So all the survivors are under 5 punches nonetheless, so they did a good job on that. Upper Moons is actually doing a better job on progressing and putting these cans in quicker. Spawns are up though. It's going to be Tri-Cap with Boom, Charger, Hunter, Smoker. Boomer gets a 1 boom. And they put all the cans in already.
Gotta reload.
So this is going to be a big hit as they come out here. They don't have all their cappers yet. I think they need to go relatively quick here for Upper Moons. It would be better for them if they go now. Spawns are up. Charger's going to spawn up to make them go slower. Hunter might get Hunt down for this. This is dangerous for this Hunter. Hunter's going to get chipped at least a little bit. No, it's not. Alright, this is a good bait. Alright, they're going to come out and try to hunt everything down now. They can surround this Charger. Nope, Charger is doing a good job.
Charger.
Nope, they find it. What a bait.
Hunter.
All to make that Charger not be up there. Now that Charger is not going to be able to really do much of anything. He repositions up top. He only suffers a little bit of his damage. The Survivor's back up again to keep shooting it. Hunter's down to 98 HP. Here they go, here they go. This is going to be it. Oh, everything hesitated. 2 cappers will land. The Jockey hesitated. The Jockey should have led at that point. So they'll get 20% off before the tank spawns. Now this is a huge tank for Defy in the hands of the Jabra. The Jabra has the tank. He's already getting chipped, just not much though, hiding behind one of the train carts. Boomer's the first spawn up in rotation. He's waiting for 2 other ones. He has a Charger, and now it is a Hunter. Still first pass, 100% frustration. We should see an attack come in momentarily. See if they try to play this long, or if they just want to get the hittable and play and go in with a full health tank. Rock is going to go out. Alright, here comes spawns. Hunter, first one to go. Hunter's already down to about 50. The Charger will miss. The Boomer is not going to land. Hunter will for a ding, and actually the Rock got to its destination, but it did not hit a survivor. Alright, he's starting to finally lose his first pass. It's 80%, 75, 70. Rochelle has now came out. A little early, in my opinion. Still giving Jabra his first pass. 65% pass still. So they're going to get at least one more. Minimum. Going to be Tricap, Charger, Jockey, Smoker. Alright, they're going to send the spawns, and the Smoker's tongue is not going to land. Charger's coming from a mile away. Gets one punch, two punch. The rock was a little high, though. It didn't get skeeted. Wait. No, it did land. Yes, it did. Actually, it did land because he got his frustration back. So right now they're doing a good job on trying to get this tank to last as much as he can. Jabra doing a good job on rotating, keeping that first pass. They're going to actually get yet another attack. His first pass, 55%. Spawns are already up. Hunter, Boomer, Jockey. He's still taking less than 200 damage. It's going to be very difficult to get a hit here with these cappers. Jockey's going to go in first. Hunter is now going to go in. They're going to give up that Boomer spawn. The Boomer is going to land, which is what they really wanted to do. All right, Rock's coming out. They managed to skeet the Rock. The other cappers are going in. Hunter going in for DP. Does not get it, but does eventually land. Jockey gets chased down. Rock gets nothing, and now they're just going to rotate over there to LOS. As a Rock tries to come up in over the top. And I don't know if he's going to be able to hold that unless he rotates forward. He needs to push. No, he's still going to keep his first pass. All right, this is going to be Defy's fifth attack with this tank. They send spawns in early to the Charger. Goes from a mile away. The Smoker, the Boomer. Oh, they rushed it a little too much. That's actually going to, I think now it's going to be commit. So that'll be the fifth SI attack they get. And yes, definitely he loses his first pass now. So now he'll get his toy in play. They've done a very respectable amount of damage with the tank so far, considering. Now he's in danger of going AI. He's not even going to get his toy in. Okay. You're so dangerous. Oh, it's going to go AI. He has no way. It's AI. He can't get over. Oh, no. And it is AI tank. Got a little too greedy with the hittable, and now he's going in with just Tricap, and it is AI. He's just going to target one on the van, and they got to run him around in circles. Yep. He knows what he did was a mistake. As Hunter gets skeeted. Charger gets a nice 2-charge, though. He gets cleared. Jockey lands eventually, and that is a dead tank. A little bit of a misplay by Defy. Now the only way that they'll get the W is they got to land a quad, so it's not over yet. They'll have the opportunity for it.
Watch out!
Reloading.
Heads up.
He realized that extra punch. As it's,
We have guns here.
that is it. They didn't even need it because one of the survivors didn't die. The GG is gone. So there it will. Upper Moons will make the comeback victory, even though they had to lead 2 separate chapters.
Try this shotgun.
Tied 1.
This is gonna be good.
What a game. What a game, though. We had a 300-point lead.
Will you cut that shit
Well,
off?
let's let him finish this out. This is not quite over yet. They still need a few more points, so this will be it. They need to land this right now. They need to go now. Can they land it? It's tie right now. And nope, they got to go in there and take it. And GG. They got it. I'm pretty sure they are aware of it now. But what a match. The Upper Moon's now going to have to, I believe they have, I think, 9 things they have to trigger here from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage. I think they know since the GG has been received, they'll probably just start separating to do everything really quick.
Cut that shit out.
What a game. Let's see if they can make the finale event. They will have another tank to deal with, I believe.
All right, weapons.
Alright, spawns are up. It's going to be a 2-2 with the Hunter and the Jockey. Alright, Hunter does die. Jockey comes in, gets M2'd and killed. The Boomer will land on 1. Spit comes from a mile away. And it is now a quad try.
All right.
There's still 2 more sets of pills as well, so survivors showing no weary of dying anytime soon. They're all fast. They still have 2 sets of pills. They have 3 bleeders though. Alright, Hunter's gonna spawn first. Smoker's gonna spawn next. They all go inside the room. They know it's hard to land in there. Hunter gets skeeted through the window. Nicely done. Pole's gonna go out. Jockey's gonna land. Charger's gonna throw Rochelle in the air to eventually get caught in the Charger's grasp. Mona's sitting at 460. They are about, well, 80% of the way through the map, it says, but they have just little things they have to do as they progress. Like turn off the fireworks, set off the fireworks, put a gas can in, trigger the microphone, then run behind the building to the forklift. Go to this little sound table right here. As Coach finishes that one. As 5 seconds away from the next attack, pre-spawn Hunter on the roof. Spitter's hanging out with it, so is the Jockey, and now the Charger just needs to get to where he wants to. He's probably going to rock it as well. Hunter goes in. Nice DP going out, 21. Charger from a mile away does land in the spin. And that will be an in-cap on to Coach.
Are you done laying around now? You're good.
Thanks.
Heads up.
Alright, they finally got the gas can. They just got to put the gas can in, then go behind the building, and I think this is almost finished. Don't think there's much more. As they're going to set up their SI attack to hit on that. As the Hunter does land. Pole lands slightly after. Rocket Boom comes out. Gets 2 survivors. Smoker's going to die. Spitter's going to delay.
Bitch, hit me.
Look out now.
And there they go. The gas can is in.
Got this just for you.
This shit ain't pretty. Just take this.
Now they have to go around, I believe, open the gate.
Gotta keep this for a bit.
As they have tri-cap with Boom.
Watch out.
Smoker is not included.
Hunter! We got a Charger.
Hunter gets skeeted from a mile away. Charger is walking in from a mile away. Jockey is hopping his ass in from a mile away. The Boomer is the only one that spawned close and got 2. The Jockey eventually lands for a little bit of damage onto Rochelle, as Rochelle is carrying Captain America's shield.
Look out!
As they set off the fireworks. And that should trigger off the helicopter to come pick up the survivors. And it looks like they're going to make safe room. There it goes. Pull goes out onto Nick, who's completely separated. Gets a spit on top of. And eventually an in cap. The Hunter will get skied. Charger will not land. As 3 of the teammates shot that Hunter. Hold delay. Ooh, I was so close to actually an in cap. I think it might actually be a death on a Nick. I don't know if they will make the survivor. Or I don't think they will survive the safe room. Or the helicopter, more like it.
Thank you.
And another in cap goes out. Bonus is now completely gone. The chopper is now on the way. Boomer is trying to delay. They are trying everything in their power to help pick up Nico. Spit's going to delay. The Pounce is going to try to hold someone. The Spit does not land. Nico will be black and white when he's picked up, and the only one black and white. But Amur is 1 HP. There they go. They finally get him up. But now Amur's probably going to go down. Yeah, I think this time they're just going to leave Amur. Yep, and they're just going to crawl with the 2 of them, and they're just going to GG it.
Smoker.
Oh, I need some help!
Smoker.
Jockey tries to get Nick. Oh, nice M2. Smoker misses.
Go inbound.
Smoker misses again. Looks like they're going to crawl a little further. Charger's going to try to stop him. Charger comes out. Oh, it was almost a 2 charge. Nice clear, though. Beautifully done. As Nick and Ellis jump up onto the platform. Hunter will land. Moscow Mule. Like, tough luck. Nick. And that will be the jock, and that will be the GG. So, Upper Moons gets the W and will progress further into the tournament, defeating Defy.